Big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Dropping back, it's Gampier. Makes the catch, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back with...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The snap sets up the throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. It's a draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Utah! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Parker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Makes the grab on third. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. execution that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls out.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got a man. It's Bentley. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Here comes the heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Flips it out on the screen. He fought his way out to the 16, but it'll be fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns, ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll be hauled down just 4th and 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Using his legs, it's Whittington. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably...
They got it, it's blocked. That's a live ball. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Moore to the air. Here's a hit. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. On the option. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And the Utes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Utes have this offense rolling. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it